Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 9 of my Super Teens Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And they are back home. I did get a couple more to max their Salvadorian culture, and we did some fishing, and Freddie got another dirt or a dig pile excavated, not an excavation site. So I am going to actually have him, because his needs are pretty reasonable. He's going to come back here and continue. Well, he's going to uncover one of them there. And Nora, there was a flower arrangement there that she had already made. So I'm going to have her scent it with a crocus, so we can place it by its pour. Well, we actually have one that's okay, so we'll stick that in maybe in Bonnie's inventory, and this one's actually in good shape, so we'll get that. So she's made those. So what level is she of juice fizzing anyways? She's maxed it, so we're going to load some ingredients. I don't know what she just collected, because it would have come up and I wasn't paying attention to what I said yes to. So we're going to do that. And this is probably it. A herbal. Okay. So we are going to start fizzing seltzer. And then we are going to send for evaluation the one that we just collected. Just, may as well. It's not the best, but it'll be fine. And the nanny is cleaning up some more. So we're going to just clean that up because we don't really need it. And then I'm going to actually have her purchase a book wherever our bookcase is in here. Maybe we can upgrade from a toddler bookcase. I am going to do a whole makeover of their house. Mainly I'm going to just have more covered outdoor areas. So we're still going to have the micro lot, but just so that we can have the skill building things that they're going to need, because we're going to need a bigger variety of things now that they are teens. So we're going to go into skill, but I'll probably do that when they get home from work. And I'm going to buy the next level of flower arranging book, because she still needs to increase her flower arranging skill. And so she can come here and read the second flower arranging book. That's what she can do. And she needs to read here for this finished reading book, so it'll help with that. She'll sort of do double time for that. So they're busy doing their thing. Let's check in. I see that Abigail got up. She needs a little bit of fun, but she's going off to clean. But and she has a talent point, so we're going to do this experimenter for her also, because she may do some experimenting. And do you have your homework done? You have not done your extra credit work, so you should get that done. And maybe we'll just put this in Nora's inventory for now. And your fun, Bonnie, you could use a bit more fun, but at the same time, let's check where you have to do your extra credit work. And then when you're finished with that, you can come back here and watch some more cooking while we're waiting to go to school. Your fun, the couple of boys, their fun was really, really bad. And we have a shower that needs to be repaired. I'm going to just expand the whole place, but I'll do it when they get back from school. And Nora does work today, which she definitely won't get a promotion because she hasn't got her flower arranging skill done that she needs. She needs to get this to level 6, which is why I was trying to have her do some reading. And Edward is still working on that, but his fun was pretty good. And I think when I checked, his homework was done, completely done. Because all we can do is add to favorites or place in the world. So, and Freddie was tanked his fun. It's pretty good. I was wondering whether we needed a better TV, but it got praised decently quickly. And he needs to do his homework. So you should just stop doing your homework, and you can wind down with classical maybe, or not bother. Just go do your homework at the table. Grant, I think, was another one who needed some fun, but now he seems to be okay. So let's check his homework status. That wouldn't work, because we'll do extra credit work for you. And Freddie's doing his homework. Edward is doing this uncovering, which is taking quite a while. Declan, do you need to do any homework? Nope. That's probably why I already told you to do that. You need to do your extra credit work. Colleen, and your fun is max. You need to kind of have a shower So you should come take a shower when you're finished with your homework, or maybe not. Oh, we have some baked Alaska, which we'll stick in the fridge. And Abigail, you're doing your homework. They're all going to have to go to school very soon. Are you going to get through that? I'm guessing not. Actually, maybe Nora, come here and rally the troops for those still at home. And then you can keep reading when we get back. It's funny how the book looked thick and now it went thin. Because it makes sense it could be thick because it's like the second book. So let's get some needs up. And then why don't you come here and scrubber yourself and come and talk to a plant. I think that's what you needed to do. Oh, good. That worked. Yeah, you do need to talk to a plant. And he should be done. So now we need to go back, but we'll work on some other things. So he got that done. It was rare, but it is poor, and you need to go to work. And Grant, you're doing that extra credit work, and we got paid. Why don't we come here and help with homework? See if we can get that done. Okay, the shower will be when you get home. I don't know. Maybe it's not worth it. No, forget doing the homework. You're going to be too late for... And same with you. Just go to class. There's no point being excessively late for class just to do your homework. So you can keep reading this book. So she's going to read that and probably get a few things done during the day, perhaps. And I will be back at the end of the day. Maybe we'll just have them all study hard. Make them all work hard. So they're going to come home with their needs really, really bad by doing this. And it probably isn't really a big rush to get them to level A, but I'm going to do it anyways. So if something comes up, a pop-up or anything, I will be back. But other than that, we'll just let Nora get on with her day. We do have a pop-up, and it's for Freddie, and he can either study a hard test or study both. And I have found that either can be successful. So we did the hard test and he got a gain, luckily. So we're going to do a go all out for the class presentation. I don't see the results of that. Performance gain, medium. So, okay, again, I'll be back. Except for we got another pop-up from Edward where he can either share the answers or don't help. He's going to share the answers. Oh, he got a performance loss. Oh, well. Maybe we'll see some with A's, and we got a knowing our scholarships. Well, I am contemplating having Nora go, but I can't do that till after we go back to Salvadorada, or else she wouldn't be able to go to Salvadorada. So we shall have her work on that a little bit later. And again, hopefully I'll be back unless I get another pop-up. And we did. Buddies before studies. Colleen tried to skip out on class today to comfort a crying friend. What should we tell her? I think I'm gonna help the friend. She can work on her responsibility by doing homework and just being in class and stuff. So we'll see if we'll back at the end of the day or earlier. Depends on if we get another pop-up. Well, we didn't get any more pop-ups. And Nora did get to level 6 of her flower arranging, so she should be able to get a promotion. Yay. And let's take a look. We have someone who needs a shower, some way to clean herself. And we have B's. Oh, we got an A from Edward. And Bonnie. And that's it. And that's it for A's. But that's pretty good. And our garbage can is full of roaches and flies again. And we have Mortified. So she needs fun, but hopefully jogging to clear mind will help a little bit with that, because I think we have 2 mortified kids here. Let's come here and jog to clear mind, and you can go take a shower, I guess. Let's see. And Declan? No, we have to do a build. We have to renovate our house a little bit right now. Let's take a look at this athletic where they are. And you're about to go eat. So why don't, instead of you going to eat, why don't you come here and rally the troops to get our needs up? While a couple of the girls are doing the jogging to clear their mind a little bit. And then also, Edward, where did you get with your archaeology skill anyways? Really high, so you're pretty much ready, other than you need to work on some logic. So why don't you come here and play? You can't really do that anymore, so let's put you back on Nerd Brain. And perhaps we'll do that for maybe all of them to work on doing some reading. Nerd Brain or Renaissance Sim. He's already on that because I just did that. And yeah, we have some Sims who need to clean up a little bit, but he could probably try and scrubberoo himself. Our Declan. So Declan, why don't you scrubberoo yourself, because you have that. And you, Colleen, let's put you over onto that too. And we may as well do the same with you. And hopefully we're not going to let you do anything until, you're not going to die anyways because you're a teen. But we may as well try and get rid of the being mortified by doing the jogging to clear mind. So we'll have to wait till she is, they're back. Both the girls are back. And I'd rather wait till they're back before we get through that. So she got her book read. So she's got this, she needs to get to level 3 in another career. Or if she does go to university, that also tends to complete that part. We need to craft and, oh, you know what? You need to repair something. So why don't you come and repair since you're already ready for that. And you have no logic. It's a good thing we didn't take you to, oh no, you have 3. You have level 3 of logic. Now it's registering. Okay, so you're still jogging and now you're no longer mortified. Yes, but you need some fun, but this is helping a teeny little bit. Though now it looks like it's not helping at all. And Freddie, you need to have a shower. Well, you're going to go have a shower, so that's fine. And you probably did have a shower, and you need some fun. Oh, no, she's still mortified. You need to go do some more jogging. It helped with your sister, but not so much for you. And you're going to come play with that. Oh, well, we'll have to wait. And do we have some mail here? Let's get the mail. And then once we've got the mail, oh, we have a pop-up. We are going to see what we can do. And we'll worry about that emotional control shortly. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, let's see if anyone's in the shower. As soon as they're finished, whoever's in the shower is finished. If there is anyone, he needs to have a shower, or maybe he's, so Freddie. I'm going to, and so is Grant. I'm going to do the renovation that I was talking about, which is essentially probably going to be the rest of this part, because I'll obviously speed it up. And, but we'll just be back briefly once that's all done. Actually, I said I'd be back, but we got this. I've called to inform you that you're great, whatever. And we have a condition, or we have a money, give it now, or under what conditions, or no thanks. We're going to do under what conditions, which means that you get like a set amount, 2,500, but there's no conditions. Otherwise, you have to get married. And I don't know that we're in a position to get married within a week. So I think everybody's finished with their showers. And I was just actually about to start doing this renovation until I got that pop-up. So now I will be back once the renovation is done. But I will show it sped up, as always. So one of the first things I did, you can see I extend this main area where the living room is and the one bedroom is. And I also changed the flooring, of course. I figured they might like an upgrade in their flooring. I don't think it costs any more, but I just figured it'd be nice not just to have that one flooring that we were using everywhere else, which I'm contemplating changing it out, but I decided to keep it for the eco benefits that it has. And you can see I rearranged the kitchen a little bit, and I put an actual kitchen sink in there versus we had that little cheap sink originally. And I split that room because it's bigger into 2 bedrooms, so that at least, you know, it doesn't need to be shared there. And now that I have more space in this living space, because I found it was like, I think it contributed sometimes to like some issues, so I wanted to give them a little bit more room despite the tiny micro lot type. And of course this doesn't extend the micro lot type at all. It just uses space that's not considered rooms, which is an issue when it comes to lighting, of course, but gives them those boosts to their skill building. And you can see I'm making this bathroom bigger. Mainly I wanted more showers. I know that we made 3 of them spellcasters, the teens, and of course Nora is, but sometimes the scrubberoo fails. So it's nice to have the ability to have the shower, and I found sometimes we were struggling a little bit before. It probably was needed more before than it is now, but they didn't have as much money then. And I also had changed the colors of all the showers, so it was easier for me to tell which shower they were going to, that they weren't like going to the same one. And I gave them some windows in there. And I did put some stuff away, which I just cut out and didn't show that I was putting things away, the kids stuff into the inventory essentially. So they didn't make money for it because I just stuck it in their inventory. And then that of course gets extended because the bathroom was uncovered, and I like to have the walk up coming into the house being covered in case it's bad weather. It just protects them a little bit sooner than what it is. And so then what I'm doing is I'm fencing in this whole yard so that we have a space for skill building things, which I said was like my goal. And of course I have to move some of the things because I'm trying to fence the garden too, so that I also don't have to worry about not that we're putting in any of like there's a nap where Sims will come and harvest your garden. I think it's a self-sufficiency nap, and so for the most part I avoid most naps so that I don't have to worry about that. And then I just also added a fence at the back there. That the roof is there, but I just wanted it more visually, like you could see that was the space that was closed off, and then gave them an actual floor in that back skill area. So now I'm subdividing this yard here because this is where the rocket ship is going to go, which I think when I add roof to much of this outdoor area, obviously not where the rocket ship is because it needs to be open. It goes into the family inventory later, but I did fence it off just in case, like we'll probably make it that only household members can go into that area so that nobody with mischief skill ever goes into it, because they can like stuff the rocket when it's built and you can have crashes, and I didn't want that. And I give them a better sink and a mirror and then, a couple extra mirrors around in the house, and lots more lights pretty much everywhere. I add them in different places, and then I go when I'm like, oh, we need some more. So their bills are probably going to be, well, they're definitely going to be higher because they fixed I'm doing this voiceover after the game update, and with the bills being quote unquote fixed, I'm hearing reports that they're like really high now. So I'm going to probably have to get all of the kids the frugal trait, but I will do that. The next part is actually still already recorded before the game update, so I won't be doing that there, but the following part I probably will, because I don't know that we want really, really high bills. I don't think, this build itself is already costing a lot. Now right now it looks like I'm going over, it's just that I put that temporarily there to build the roof, because otherwise it was going on the ground, and I didn't obviously want it on the ground. I wanted it level up a little bit. Even there, I thought, I could do it, but no, I needed to move it around. So that little shell there gets moved around everywhere for me to be able to put roofs wherever I want them to be. And I do add gates so that people can get out of the different areas and they're not like locked in. That's where that went in because I was trying to move it, but I had to shrink it to get it over there and then copy it and put it back. And just like I said, it gets moved everywhere. More columns to hold up, quote unquote, the roof. So that is really needed, but it visually probably looks better if there's something that looks like it's holding it up. And here I decided to make that roof double height, so I don't have to worry about the trees for one thing. And that was the main thing, to be honest. And also because the roof up there was high, so it kind of lines up a little bit with it. But I couldn't extend it anymore. You can only much as they have really great extensions that you can do, like to the left. Actually, you couldn't go forward because it would go into the house. That was actually the issue. I probably could extend it, it just wouldn't work very well. It was the fact that I couldn't extend it where the garden was, the covered garden originally in the curved shell. I couldn't extend that anymore. And that was where I couldn't, and I'd tried that previously, not here. And then I decided, because we have a maker trait aspiration, that we would have a second bug motel or box or home or whatever they call it. So, and this picture was something they got as a present, and I initially wasn't sure where to put it, who to get it, and I decided that that would be Nora's room there. And I was originally going to put it in the other one, but I thought she should be the one who actually has the door that goes outside to the backyard. For now, that's what I did. I mean, honestly, and we already have other doors going out there because they need to be able to get out to the backyard to access it. So from that perspective, maybe I should have given it to the kids, because it's not like it's for skill building and stuff, and this way they're going to go in and disturb her in her room. So that might get rearranged now that I'm looking at that and thinking about that. So this is still considered one room, but at least there's like a half wall between it, which is really the same as the other one. So we end up with an extra quote-unquote bedroom. Not that they tend to sleep very much, but I just thought it might be nice. There still is obviously the one room. I guess none of the rooms are shared anymore. They're all divvied up, but they're still sharing beds but they don't sleep. So it doesn't really matter, which is why if they were, I might, but I also would probably get them better beds if they did sleep. And I decided to move that rocking chair out to their living room, and it actually works. They sit in there fine. And more lights everywhere. And there I'm trying to look and see how bright things are with the lights as they are. And then I gave them better overhang lights, which of course, like I said, is going to mean that their bills are going to go up. So later on, after I need more lights, I also add some extra solar panels. They may need more. So this is where I don't usually use the move objects cheat very much when I build, but I wanted to have lights out here on the fence. And I remember in Sims 2, they actually had lights that would go on the fence, but I assume they don't do that in Sims 4 because they expect you just to use the move objects cheat and do what I'm doing right here. And so I did. I used it so that I could put lights on top of the fence and give them some light in this area, which I have sped up more than I normally speed things up, just because it did take me a while. I use the 9 key, obviously, to lift it, and then if I lifted it too high, I use the 0 key to bring it back down. But, yeah, so, and this is, like, I did this in another build, too, just for personal play, and I realized that I think I'll be doing that a lot going forward, even though, like I said, generally, I don't like to use it for, like, making things look different, like, in terms of, because sometimes it can interfere with gameplay, but this I can't imagine is going to do anything to interfere with gameplay. But we'll find out. If it does, I'll stop doing it, but I just really can't see that it would. It's just gonna add to the gameplay because we have more lights out here. But this is where, like, there's a lot of lights, and the lights, I think, as I've said somewhere else, it's not like they have like an LED option for the lights, and so that you don't have to, like, they're like rated 10, so I would think that the lights make your bills really, really high, would be my guess. And we probably are going to need to buy more windmills or more solar panels than what I even add later on in this part of the build. But, like, I didn't want them to go too low in their money, and now that I know that the bills are really high from what I'm seeing people say, I haven't played enough since the update. Like, I keep going in to test things, but I don't stay in a save long enough to actually notice anything because I haven't had to pay a bill. So here I'm adding the extra solar panels and a couple of more water for the fact that we have a bigger, more bathrooms and more showers. But, and then I gave them one of those for making more money. And when I say making more money, it's because we need to have a yard sale and sell our dragon fruit drinks. Now that they have all the space, I'm adding different skill building items, some of which are needed for their various aspirations, some of which they're jointly working on, others that are individual, and other things that are more for making money, and some that are a combination of both. The easel that I had added there earlier. So there, and of course, hopefully we'll have some time to make some videos, because that and the media machine music thing can make lots of money, or a reasonable amount of money, especially if a lot of them are doing it. So now they're going to have lots of time and space to work on their aspirations. They're essentially going to just do their own thing, do their homework, and look after their fun and stuff. And you start to enjoy their new space that they have. But that's actually going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!